Hi, if you'd like to come on in for a little divination dose, and we'll see what the scrolls and tarot and oracle have to say. Actually, sorry, give me one moment. And I'm back. If you'd like to take a moment with me to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the latch of the linear, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. All right, I'm just going to grab a few more scrolls here, and we'll add on tarot and oracle, and as well the spirit box is kicking for any audio additions. Thank you so much to all those who like, share, and subscribe. Donate to the channel. You warm my haunted heart. All right, let's go. Let's see what's going on. There's something in the air. Stars bright. Okay. I feel very strong in my mind, very strong in my thoughts. And yet, at the same time, as I'm assuming you're some sort of, empath, seer, or psychonaut, if you're here with me. So we'll call this a, ESP scry. There's a corset. I'm squeezing something about the figure. There might be a figure trying to reach you, a figure that's stepping forward. They come through also as strong. I don't know if you have like really good protective measures. So like they got to kind of like squeeze through something. I'm going to keep wandering over here because I feel like there's something. Oh, okay. It's shamanistic in nature. So I'm being lended to like very much so spirit animal style. There might the spirit trying to step forward and like squeeze through. So I'm seeing it more like a mouse or a ferret. And I'm not trying to say rodent style because I'm not about the linear. This isn't what I'm talking about in regards to judgments or assessing where something is. This feels more in like in the spirit of it. It has to squeeze through things because you might have really good boundaries and or blocks depending on how they're received. For some, it might also feel like you have no energy right now. There's a lack of not a lack, because you might be working more in the shamanic space. Yes. Going through like a death rebirth situation. And it feels like I have a lack of energy, if I'm going to say it, or a lack of mental clarity, or a lack of luster and muster to muster ideas, whatever the case may be. Again, I'm coming to the corset, but it's of my mind. And now I'm seeing like when you're trying to get icing out of a cake, like out of the whatever they call them, like pouches or something. I'm trying to get, or toothpaste, whatever. You're trying to get the last squeeze out because a new bottle needs to be bought. Like you've used this tool or something along the lines. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. Maybe it does, and I'm just trying to put it together in the moment because I'm buried in the dirt. Right? So I'm buried in the dirt. This is the shaman feeling, the earth elements, ashes to ashes, whatever that is in relation to a spiritual gift. Maybe you've just had to, go to a funeral, whatever the case may be. But there's something about the holistic home, seeing it as a door as well, and things are trying to squeeze through. And maybe you feel you have a lack of energy or you're tired because things are being attracted to you and they're like squeezing in your spaces like rodents. But at the same time, that symbol is telling you something. Okay. But it feels very divine. And yeah, something is going on. It's like I'm being rebuilt.
Jesse.
Rebuilt, reborn. Rebuilt, reborn. Empaths, Seers, and Psychonauts. There's like this warrior feeling, but I don't want to be a warrior. I kind of feel like I'm somebody that went to the military as, again, a very specific symbol of some sort of exertion, some experience. And now I've come home and I need to detox or do something to cleanse. I'm in the swimming pool for my home, to not carry these seeping thoughts. Get back to integrity. Skybridge. Opportunity is also over here. I kind of feel like I'm all over the place, but give me a moment here. Because if we're working together, especially as empaths, seers, and psychonauts, it's not going to be lovely and linear, of course. And that's actually what I appreciate about it. Okay, so the caterpillar is the opportunity. So I feel like this is what's, if I may, the outcome. Whatever the outcome is for you, in whatever context it is, maybe it's your spiritual gifts are heightening, maybe it's ideas trying to come through, or this elevated energy, like to muster up the energy to do things, to go through from this. To, it's like taking the space and time to get back to your integrity is the very bridge to not dismiss what you've been through, spiritual scars, healing. And when I say shamanism, I kind of want to say it's more feeling like very specifically soul piece retrieval. So this can be a journey, and it can feel like you've been to war and back for some. I'm not saying it has to be that way. That's not necessarily the case, but for some it might have been a very different experience. It's like some people go off to war as well, but they're not in the infantry, they're not in the Navy, they're in different but it's still a culture, it's still something that has its effects on things. And there's something about the mind, there's something about maybe like a therapy or a talking about it. And now it's like once I go through this rebirthing, because I'm not lost. It's like I'm looking at a compass that served me for over there. And you would think the compass just automatically translates. Oh, but it does. I'm looking at it. Okay. So it's like this compass that I had over there while I was in this environment, whatever that is, inner earth, soul retrieval. Maybe I was a war vet and you've come home, and that compass really, really served you well in one particular navigational way. It feels direct.
Move over.
It also feels a little scary in some spots. And now I've come home and I'm in this home and things like seep in, right? Spirit animals or rodents, whatever. There's also another meaning. So please understand that. And now this compass, it's like I'm looking at it, expecting or assuming, or I'm so used to seeing it in this landscape and it applying, okay, we go north or we go here. And now I feel like it's just kind of spinning, or actually I feel like it's still. And so I become still. And I close my eyes and I breathe. I feel like I'm breathing cool air. And I calm myself down to the point where I'm going to say surrender. I'm going to bring in the strength to surrender that I don't need the spin to tell me. I'm going to reset the calibration point where I am now. And for any traumas that I've been through, any healings that I'm going to apply and try to apply to adjust, readjust, reaffirm, I'm going to embrace it like a caterpillar. It's just another, it's the spirit animals that are coming through the caterpillar to the butterfly. No matter what characters we have played, it's always a part of us. That's how it feels. And then that's when it goes from,
where am I?
The human and higher self, as above, so below. And I bring them together like they're superimposed on each other. And that's what becomes the point of my of my compass and my focus. But these two merge, and they go into this house, this door, this opportunity, this grave. There's something about a rectangle. And this is what the caterpillar was. All these different parts and connections. And it cocoons. And then when it opens up, now it's the door of an opportunity. Does that make sense? Holy schmoly. That was crazy symbolic. So, welcome to Scrying with Steph. All right, I'm going to get ready to close out here to keep this short and sweet, to not take up too much of your time and your day. Thank you to all those who like, share, subscribe if I didn't say so already. Okay, there's a whole lot to say. Pigs and fishes surround you. This, will it come through? Let's see if I can do it better this way. Here we go. Pigs and fishes surround you. Try to relax. Especially if you're acclimating back to home environment. It's I don't know what to do. There's, do I, live by the energy I've just been outputting for so long, for months, days, weeks, years. Something about the nervous system needs to calm down and try to relax through it. But at the same time, realize that could be a lifelong journey almost. And I'm not trying to lengthen it or drag it out. But what is it for the actual nervous system to adjust or restore? It can take a long time, especially if you've been through something traumatic or long. You know what I'm saying? So relax through that is how it's making me feel. And there's so many different environments as I'm going through this, especially if you're working through, not especially, that's rude. It's just how I landed in because it popped me in really, really quickly to this landscape. I felt like I was on Mars, empathically, earthly. A gift is growing, a gift is changing to, like I said, there's something about, I was just in a strange world for a long time or soul retrieval. And there's all these different landscapes. I feel like I'm on Mars. And really, they're like a training ground. They're a training ground for enhancing your navigational skills and noticing things. Okay. Your doubt is your faith, if necessary, in your particular case, perhaps. Doubt. Somebody might be having doubt in regards to, what is this? Oh, some of you might be having a doubt that, you're not going to be able to get back to the same way you were, or maybe that's something that's being said to you. You're not the same. You're not the same. I don't think you can be the same. Can you be the same if you retrieved pieces of yourself that were once lost or forgotten, or if you've been through some sort of abuse or trauma and you bring them back and you restore and spend the time? Can you be the same person? And there's even something about that conversation. Not only internally, but externally. It's somebody, well, you're not the same. And it's but I can't be the same because of what I've experienced or what I'm going through. You want me to be the same. I want to be the same because this is all very uncomfortable. And yet at the same time, that will never happen because that's not the way growth works. And I try to relax, and I take another door, which feels like a void. But I talk to somebody. I'm not going to lie. I talk to somebody there. I talk to myself. Maybe I talk to a therapist. I try different modalities, and I lighten up. I lighten up the reins that has gotten me locked. But it gets my wheels turning, gets my compass calibrating to where I'm at now, to help not give me direction. I know the direction I want to go in, to offer myself options. To melt the frozen parts of me. There is no you. Tee hee ha ha. It's like a cosmic joke. Everyone's concerned about defining who they are, defining their ability, defining their gift. We're absolutely guilty. Even in the whole I am, right? Not poo-pooing on anything. I absolutely understand the language that it tries to. We try to lean into to converse. This definition. I am a soldier. I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. Whether you are a soldier or a shaman worker to an empath, seer, psychonaut, and we try to say, I am these things, or I am experiencing, I am navigating, I am playing with creation, I am stepping in to co-create with these experiences. Because there is no you. It's kind of like the cosmic joke. The whole world is there. Like it's seeing this as a globe and a compass for all directions to be available to you. It's not like your compass has, some secret degree of something. Or, that doesn't... North doesn't show on my compass. But there is something about hidden knowledge that some people may understand, that slight shift, touch or touch of the compass, thank you, can open up something. I heard the word revelation, but somebody else might dismiss it looking for the big blocks. Like I'm looking for the north, looking for the south or the east or the west, and that's fine. At some point in time, the in-betweens will become very, very meaningful. The Virgin Queen, passion, and ha ha ha, he he he, ho ho ho, someone is laughing at you. So tee hee ha ha. Again, I don't mean to be. Well, it's kind of humorous, but it's like the cosmic joke of it all. And you either get it or you don't, right? But there's also something about humor. Humor can be very, very healing, especially if you're kind of going round and round with what do I do? I don't know. What do I do? What's the right thing to do? What's the wrong thing to do? Just try to relax. If anything, try not to do anything and sit still or
knife.
And when I say sit still, I mean go to the center of the compass. That's what that feels like. And then I'm also seeing, I don't know what that movie is, but I can't remember it. Something about time. It's like being in the center of time and they're like walking around. Oh, what? No, I can't remember it at all. The Virgin Queen, Sun Queen is how we're landing with passion. Some people are looking for the North Star. Some people are following their Sun Star or their South Node. Passions. Sometimes you got to park. You have to park your car to walk in somewhere. You have to take steps to go in. Then you get in the car and you navigate again. Now I'm seeing it like a GPS. Definitely somebody has some sort of guiding light. It is there. Even if you're, in the deep, dark depths of military or war internally, from the mind, depression, or any sort of physical, hurts to healings. There was always somebody with you. There really was. Okay, I'm going to let this go. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel very, very honored, and add a little smudge on the end here. Hopefully it made sense. You felt some support, or it was educational. Thank you for tuning in. I always appreciate it. All right. Links are below to help Gal grow. Request a personal. If you want a little smudge, you can take that in. Same with the cards and the spirit box. All right. Gratitude. Thank you for being you. Until next time.